And there we have the introductory cinematic for Westwood Studios and SSI's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons computer product, I believe it said. Eye of the Beholder. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist, and I am BJ Weiler, your glorious host. Anyway, as you can see, this episode of It's All in the Wrist will be kicking off our multi-part series of Eye of the Beholder. Somewhat similar to our last episode in which we debuted Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. Now, of course, Wizardry being the granddaddy, the forebearer, or whatever you want to call it, of the computer role-playing game, also known as the CRPG. As you can see, quite a graphical difference between these two games. Mostly because we've had, a decade, pretty much, in between releases here. Wizardry, of course, being released originally for the Apple in 1981, and then eventually around 82, 83, being ported over to the IBM X80, 86, I should say, series of processing computer power back in those days. So Wizardry was, for its time, quite revolutionary in its graphical features, if you can believe that. Considering what had come before was mostly just pure text-based type adventure games, Wizardry actually had, you going through the maze, and the Apple was just a little portion of the screen with you traveling through the maze and all that good stuff. And of course, when it was ported over to PCs, of course, that window got a lot bigger, and the text-based elements got pushed to menus and to other parts of the screen, so you could actually see more of the color graphics of the time. Of course, here in 1990-91, when Eye of the Beholder was released, graphics definitely had improved. So now we've actually, instead of white-lined and rainbow-lined mazes, if you remember the old Apple games, we actually have, textured, so to speak, mazes in games. Now here, Eye of the Beholder is the first of a trilogy of games that was produced. The follow-ups were, of course, Eye of the Beholder 2 and Eye of the Beholder 3, The Legend of Darkmoon, and Assault on Myth Draenor, respectively. And that those games were released, let's see here, released 91, and then the third game was 93. The first game, of course, was well received. It was, again, one of those games that came around right at the right time, allowed you to create a party of adventurers similar to Wizardry. In this case, what we are going to show here is creating our 4 characters, which form our initial party, but we can have a maximum party of 6 in this game. The other 2 party slots are actually rounded out by NPCs that we either resurrect from their remains in the dungeon, or actually pick up as we meet them in our travels. Now, again, similar to Wizardry, we're dungeon crawling, essentially. These games are where that term dungeon crawling came from. In Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, at least there were 10 levels of dungeons. The bad guy, of course, the main bad guy you were fighting was at the 10th level, the lowest level of the dungeon. Here in Eye of the Beholder, there are, as I recall, 12 levels, and of course our main bad guy here is the Beholder, which we are going to fight. Of course, we don't know that yet. I believe the main storyline, our adventures, we know there's something wrong, but we don't know what's causing it. We eventually, of course, find out it is the Beholder. So there's 12 levels we go through, and each level of the maze actually has a different graphical look to it. And unlike the Wizardry games, which basically each level of the maze was a 20 by 20 grid, as I recall, the mazes here aren't actually pure square grids. They're more or less more maze-alike, so to speak. So as you can see, we already have our map of the first level of the dungeon in which we are currently trapped. And see, so there is a bit of a difference. This is, of course, a smaller level, more of the introductory level. And of course, my map isn't as pretty as my wizardry map was, because I have not yet converted these to paint graphicalized, neatened up map things. In fact, I have not played Eye of the Beholder in quite a few years. In fact, the last time I played it was on the SNES, the Super Nintendo system. Of course, Eye of the Beholder, like Wizardry, was ported to the Nintendo systems. And so that's where I got some of my start with some of these games. Of course, as I may have mentioned in the last episode, a friend of mine actually had Wizardry for his computer way back when we were kids, and that's sort of what sparked my interest in the RPG genre. And then, of course, when I was able to get Wizardry 5 for the SNES, that's when I sort of hearkened back to the time of playing it on my friend's computer, and of course was able to go from there. But without further ado, we are going to start ourselves a new party, of course. As you can see, these are the 4 slots available. So we will start with this character, and we are going to make, let's see, I believe we are going to make ourselves a ranger here. So who's good as a ranger? An elf is good as a ranger. So we will make ourselves an elf male. A good thing, as I recall about the rangers, is that they could actually dual wield swords. So you can actually, have 2 weapons that you can fight with in your hands. So we are going to select, as you can see, we also have hybrid classes here. So we're going to go ranger. We will make him neutral good, being an elf. That limits some of our alignment choices. Let's see, who's a good looking elf here? That's possible. That's more human looking, but here we go. We'll pick that one. Now, unlike the Super Nintendo system, you would actually have to re-roll here till you got sort of the stats you wanted. However, with the original computer game, as you can see, we can actually modify each of these as we desire. So, rangers do need strength. Of course, our 8-bit sounds. Strength good. Max out strength. I probably should have gone backwards. I probably could have gone backwards. Nope. Okay. So that maxed out strength. Rangers also need dexterity and wisdom. So we will see what we can max out there for dexterity and wisdom. And let's see. Constitution helps with hit points. Can we go any higher? Nope. So we are pretty much, that's where we want to be for our elf ranger. We are going to keep him, and we are going to name him as our usual throughout our gameplay. Oops. Oh. Landemora. Landemora. Next one, this will be our fighter. So fighters are strength. Does anybody get a bonus to strength? I don't believe so. All the cheat sheets. One of the draws, of course, as I mentioned in Wizardry for these games, of course, is that it's more interactive. Nowadays, get games with all the auto mapping features, all the help things, everything right in game. Here, you had to learn it as you go. You had to make your maps, as you can see, as you traveled through the game world, or in this case, the dungeons. So I don't think anybody gets a bonus to strength, but generally speaking, of course, let's see, well, maybe we'll make a paladin, strength and charisma. Of course, dwarves get a minus to charisma. So maybe we'll make a human. Human gets no bonuses. So maybe we'll make ourselves a human paladin regardless. Okay, so we'll do a human male paladin. Lawful good, of course. Let's see. She's not quite as old as I would like. Let's see. No. More wizardry like. Okay, we're rotating around again, so I like that they have the same mustache. But alright, we'll do Corbin in his younger years. Modify. Of course, paladins need strength and charisma, so let's see. And here we go again. I don't suppose now. It's all pretty much clicking. No WASD movement or anything like that. So we will max out our strength. And I said they needed charisma. It must be very charismatic. Okay, that's as far as we can do there. We'll beef up dexterity a bit there, so that will help with our armor class. And of course, Constitution helps with hit points, and we are good to go there. So we will keep our Paladin, and he, of course, is Corbin, who tends to be our fighter character class in games. And Amor, of course, is usually our ranger. And of course, as I might have mentioned, wizardry, these are all, of course, wizardry, I didn't use them, use their names because I actually used their profession so I could easier keep track of who is who in the party. Here, not quite as necessary since you don't have multiple characters, you can only have a max of 4. Excuse me. But these are all names that I have used since my pen and pencil Dungeon and Dragon days. Okay, so now we will probably need our 2 spellcasters. I'll probably want a spellcaster who's a thief too. I think in the past I used to make my fighter a thief as well, but we're going paladin this time. So, thieves need dexterity. Halflings. Ooh, halflings get +1 to dexterity, so they're good. They get -1 to strength, which is not really that worrisome. So, perhaps we will make a halfling cleric thief or mage thief if we can. So, let's do that. Halfling, so I guess we'll do a female here. Fighter, thief, cleric. Oh, can I do fighter, thief? Well, that's no good. Can't even do a mage. But Bach, then. Perhaps we will go no male, then. If we're going to do cleric, thief. There we go. Perfect. That's what we want. So we will do a cleric, thief. Gnome, and we will just make him true neutral. Sure. Why not? So gnomish. Who looks gnomish? He kind of looks gnomish. Ooh, he looks gnomish too. I kind of like the looks of him. So, okay, of course, now we have split levels because he's a level 2 cleric, a level 3 thief, and as I said again, he's already got +1 to dexterity, so thieves need dexterity, we need to modify. So we will modify that as much as we can. And of course, clerics. Clerics need wisdom. So we are definitely going to have to modify that quite a bit. Okay, that's as far as we can go with that. Beef up his constitution. And I don't think we need to worry about anything else. Can I minus and then add? Let's see, wisdom plus. Yep, so that is maxed out, so we will just, oops. We can actually max that out, but it doesn't matter, so we will make him a little bit smarter. But we'll do that. So it is possible, pretty much. I believe 18 is the highest, of course, in any level you can get. So, again, at least in the computer version of the game, you can actually start a party with all maxed stats here. Of course, again, the primary stats are your main concerns because they're the ones that affect, the character's ability either to fight, if it is a melee character, or to memorize spells, the power of the spells, that type of stuff. So, like strength and wisdom, I could max them out, but it doesn't really do our cleric thief that much good. So we will keep him, and he, since he's being our cleric, and Hannik is usually our priest, we will name him Hannik. And lastly, we will do Gnome had +1 to intelligence. Oh, -1 to wisdom. Well, we got wisdom that we need anyway. Elves, dexterity, constitution, so intelligence. So gnomes actually make better mages. Oh well. We are going to do... Maybe we should just do another gnome then, because we are definitely going to make a mage. So we will get that +1. So yes, we will do another gnome. This time we're going to do a gnome female. Oh, we can do mage. See that? Gnomes can't do mages. It's interesting. Okay, so we are going to do something else. We are going to do... How about we do half-elf female? Actually, they get no bonuses. Maybe we'll do a full... Gnomes are fairly magic resistant. Elves are resistance to sleep and charm. Maybe we'll do a full elf. Well, can we do mage first of all? Okay, yes, we can do mage. Of course, half elves give you the most options for class. So let's do elf. And again, as you can see, not much. See, we could have done a thief mage. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah. We'll just do a... See, and of course here we can get a triple. Of course they're not quite as good, so we'll just do a mage. We will do another... Oh, why not? We'll do lawful. Ooh, redhead. I like that. So we will modify now, and we need... Again, no intelligence, actually. Intelligence for our mage. Yes, yes. So we'll get that. We'll give her a little bit more wisdom. I don't like single numbers. Of course, constitution. Dexterity helps avoid attacks. And of course, as you can see, helps with the armor level. Oh, good. We got 19 dexterity. That's good. Charisma, sure. We'll make her very charismatic. Why not? Just for the fun of it. We will keep her, and she will be Syria. Boop! And we are good to go. Select the box. Character you wish to create or view. Body is complete. Still wondering if I should not switch out Hannik. But nobody gets a wisdom +1, do they? So it doesn't matter. Sure, we'll just leave it at that. We have our elf, our human, our gnome, and our, was she? I think a full elf. I didn't do half elf. So two elves, a human and a gnome. Very good. Let's just get on with it. Play. We are back in the maze. Sounds like something's approaching. So we have our weaponry. Corbin only has... so what we need to do first, as I recall, is memorize spells. Okay, so we get to pick the spells we want to have here. Now, of course, the spells we want to memorize is going to depend on who else we bring to our party in the future. So basically, the first two positions are the melee positions. So everybody in the back is going to need to have ranged abilities. So mostly so Kirath. I think in the past, Kirath is one of the NPCs we can add. And he's a mage, so I think we normally add him to our party, so we have 2 mages. So, Osiria, Shocking Grasp Shield. Well, Magic Missile, definitely, so we will do that. Perhaps a defensive. I always like splitting air. Melf's. Ah, that's Melf's, I believe. M's Acid Arrow, Melf's Acid Arrow. Anything else? Nope, good. As you can see, again, by maxing out as much as we can the primary attribute, it gives us a bigger pool of spells at the start to pick from. Okay, so we've got Melf's and Magic Missile, our 2 offensive. Of course, she has a dagger, which she can actually throw, as we'll see in the game as we play in battle, as I recall. So good, so we'll exit that there. Hannick will have to pray for spells. Okay, so cure light wounds, cause light wounds, detect magic, protect from evil. So he, of course, being a hybrid, he doesn't have anything from 2nd level yet, so we will, of course, want him to be a healer. For the most part, so protect from evil. Should I give him offensive or not? Decisions. Should I give him 1 offensive spell or not? Gave Osiria, so yeah, you know what? We gave Osiria protection spell, so we will give him 1 offensive spell, so that's good. Important thing to remember, rest your polity, otherwise you don't memorize your spells. Okay, there we go. Exits. And now this is our turn. As you can see, a lot more graphically updated than, I believe, yes, we can pick up some of these rocks. So we put that in the secondary hand there, and once he uses a dagger, he automatically picks that up. So we will also do that for Corbin. Doesn't have a secondary weapon yet, so we will do that for the time being. We're good. Okay, next to that, as you can see, food. I believe those are our orders or something. Commission letter of mark taken. This is iron rations, our big rations. Of course, your party will starve if you do not feed them. So everybody starts out with a set of rations. And this is his what? Paladin Holy Symbol taken. And you know what? Can he... That's right, he casts... pray for spells. Too low a level, I believe that said. Okay. So he cannot quite yet use spells, so we will not put that in his hand yet, since he can't use it. But we will have to remember he has it. Oop, exit, please, thank you. Let's check inventory here. He has lockpicks because he is a thief. Of course, he has his rations. She has her rations. And we are good to go. Okay. We'll close that. So right now, let me get out of my virtual machine here. We are, of course, right here where we picked up number 7. Rocks. So, we are going to be traveling in this direction. Now, as you can see here, some of these indications, like here and here, are actually movable walls. Depending on where you travel in the maze and some of the buttons you push, those walls will appear or disappear. So, as you can see, there's something on the wall there. So we go like that, we turn like that. You can't see it there, can't see it there, but you can see it from a distance. So, anything there? What do we got here? No, so this is just a dead end. We cannot go that way. As you can see here, we have something. Oh, we have something in the drain. Drainage gate. And we have the remains of an adventurer. So lockpicks taken. We, of course, will give them to Hannock since he is our thief. And we have bones. Halfling bones taken. Now, spoiler alert. This is once our cleric or paladin gets a resurrection spell, we can actually resurrect this halfling and have him join our party. This halfling's name is Laszlo, and he is a thief. So I can actually have a main thief. Ooh, I saw something there. Adventurer join us. So, okay, so we need to go this way. We need to throw the lever. And we have our first encounter. Okay, where did he go? Did we just... Oh, we finished him off real quick. Good job, Landamora. Now, of course, I can pick this up if I make a left click. Right click is the attack. As you see, there are cooldowns. So this is actually real-time combat. It's not turn-based, so as I am deciding and trying to cast spells and like that, I am still being attacked. Unlike wizardry, which is turn-based combat where the monsters will attack and then you will have your choice to, go through your party and decide what each one of them will do. And then once you're done, you say, okay, I'm ready to go now. And then your party does the attacks. This here is all real-time combat, so you need to think on the fly here. So we have a door. We are currently facing there. I'd point at the screen, but you can't see me where I'm pointing, so I have to do this. So we are facing that door right there. So we are going to go this way first, though. Oh, and you see we have Kobold rune for entrance, and we have our door there. Sounds like something's hunting us. Can we go forward? Okay, we have to press the button. So we're going there. So, okay, so this, as we can see, we are in the doorway at this point in time, and we can see there is no wall there yet. Which way did we go? Yes, we went that way. We have not gone this way, which there is a possibility of a wall being there then. So there's no wall there yet, so we do that. So perhaps we'll go back and investigate there first. Because it looks like this might be the main way we will have to go. We are under the city of Waterdeep. That should be right. Yes, we are blocked. There is our drainage hole there. Now, this portion of the wall is generally the one that can disappear. Reveals nothing. Okay, then. Now, also unlike wizardry, which has random encounters, so I could constantly go in and out of this little area here, and at some point I will run into monsters. Eye of the Beholder has static positions for monsters, so there's only a limited amount of monsters in this level. Once I clear them out, they do not respawn. Okay, this is where we were here. We are going down this way. We have another drainage gate with something down there. We don't know what it is yet. Anything on that wall? Nope. So we have another drainage gate here. Nothing there. And so we are at that drainage gate down to the south. We have gone through right here is where normally a wall could possibly be. So now we are now facing into our little cross section of the dungeon here. Facing that door. There's nothing there, but we can see there is something there. Doesn't appear to be anything of interest here. Okay, level presumably to open the door, and we can see there is something on the other side of the door, so we must prepare ourselves for battle. Okay, ready, and I have to right click to attack. Ooh, you can see. Oops, oh, I can't reach. I want you to cast a spell. Cause light wounds. Cast a spell. Magic missile. Ooh, she got somebody. Attack. Attack. He missed. Attack. He got him. There we go. So, of course, these guys, kobolds, of course, being melee characters, can only attack the first two in the party. So we can see Landamore and Corbin got injured a bit, so we will pick up the dagger. And we've got a mage scroll of detect magic, so that's a mage scroll. We will give that to Osiria, because she can memorize that spell. And know what we can do? We can actually switch hands for this book. That way she has more of a ranged attack. Let's see, Landamore has a rock, so we will put the rock there. Rocks can also come in handy, as you'll see, as we are traveling the maze, I should say. Kaboop. Okay, so he's got a backup there. He's got two backups. One backup. He doesn't need backup. And she's got one backup. Okay, so we are good. So here we will camp to, you should have, right, memorize the spells. You just always have those spells, but what we need to do, I should have had her do, mouse, this is fine. 1 and 2, okay. Exit pray for spells. 2, 3, 4. So basically we should be able to use them as well. So we will rest our party and heal up. Of course, by resting he rememorized those, so to speak. So how many uses we can get out of that. Okay, so we will exit and head back to our adventures. As you can see, there's something there. So we will go, we've explored what we can there, so we will continue venture forth. And that closes the door on us. So is there a way to open it? No other switch, nope. That opens. We go through. Oh, I see more rocks. You can see what we can do here, then I'm not sure if this will work. No, that won't work. So we have to do perhaps this. Yep, that one doesn't necessarily work. Sometimes these pressure plates you can put a rock on and it will work. But that's not working. on that particular door, but what we can do, oh, rations. I thought they were rocks. They are actually rations. So we will give Corbin, we will make Corbin the master of rations here. Rations taken. So these, of course, you can see a little bit different, a little bit smaller, so not quite as sustenance, so to speak, as our iron rations. Boop. Okay, just to orient ourselves, we are facing west, we are facing this way, we are right here. We just picked up number 6 of those rations. So we can go down here. And basically, this leads us to the rest of the maze up here, since that wall is blocked off. We have to go down this way to reach this portion of the maze. And of course, down here gives us this portion of the maze, etc., etc. Was there something there? Nope. Okay. So now we are approaching that door, and of course we have 2 separate ways to go. Now, this here, I believe this door takes us through here, so we have a lever on the wall that affects it and closing the door. Ooh, we have a shield there, which actually might be nice for Corbin. In the meantime, give him a little bit extra protection. Shield there. We can go over here. We've got a rune there. We've got a pressure plate, it looks like there. As you can see, I've marked pressure plates there. We've got number 4. We have an arrow. So lever, we have A. So that's the ladder down. So this takes us down. Of course, the ladder down takes us down to the 2nd level, so we will... I'm not sure if I should get that shield yet or not. Maybe I should just pulp in there to get the shield. There's something behind that door. See, what else do we have in the maze? Possibly walls there. Anything else? Number 7, another rock there. Lever B. What's B? A button. And number 5 is a dart. There's nothing else shield-like, so I think that's what we shall do. Oh, there's something there. Oh, okay. We cannot open this door, can we? Aha. I have a lever marked on one of these walls, but there appears to be no lever there. Right, we're facing that portion of the wall, so there should be a lever right there, but there is not. Interesting. Oh, you know what? Variable placement. Aha, now I remember. Here we go. Variable placement per game. So again, like these walls, this lever and this lever here may not always appear there, which it doesn't. So that means we have to go this way, and presumably one or both of these walls, I'm pretty sure this one will not be there. Perhaps not this one either, and then that lever is actually the one that is in the game. So we can go... Actually, well, since we can't get to the shield straight away, we will go down the corridor and we will go down east. Yeah, so essentially what I am planning to do here, we're facing this direction. This is the corridor we're facing. We're going to go explore the upper regions that way. Coming to another gate. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Not seeing anything on these walls of note. Okay, we have our lever. And we have our wall right here. Another variable placement wall, which does show up. Okay. Now, of course, as I see here, looks like there's a lever here And I believe this lever controls some of these variable placement walls and makes them appear and disappear. So we can go this way, we can go this way, and there's the door which we can't get through unless we do that. So we are now through there. Number 7, there are rocks here. Drainage gates. And there come kobolds. Ready, boys? Oops, wrong button. Click there. You can see I threw the daggers and they automatically took the rocks in their hands, and we've got more loot which we can use. So we will pick up this dagger for him. We'll pick up this dagger for him, put the rock there, and the neat things to note, there are the daggers we threw. So we can go pick them up. So he's got 2 in reserve. Oop, you know what? That's not what I want to do. I want to switch out. There we go. 2 daggers in a stone, 2 daggers in a stone. Does he have no boots on? Wow, he has no boots. What kind of ranger are you? Of course he doesn't need, so she has only 1 backup, so we will give her another dagger as backup. We're still good on food anyway. Did I look at that? I looked at it now, so there, and there we go, another rock, which we can give to Osiria. There we go. That way I know when the rock pops up in their hand, that's the last weapon they have in their off, for their offhand. Where we at? We just picked up number 7 there to the center right there, which was the rock. So we can actually go up and see the other side of the drainage pipe, which we saw at the towards the beginning of the maze. This is actually the other side of that smelly pipe, which reveals nothing. So we will pop up here. So another pressure plate down there. There's a door, it looks like, beyond. Of course, we got a pressure plate here. Let me see if... Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Yep, doesn't work. Okay. But if we step on it, it works. There's our inventory there, and there's the button which actually will close the door. So, uh-oh, more kobolds. Did they spot us yet? Are they coming? I don't think they've spotted us yet. Okay, so while we're doing that, there's the lever. So we are almost in the upper northmost part of the maze there. As you can see there, this right here ought to be the variable placement wall, which of course is there. So what we can do, we can go up. They should spot us at some point. They haven't spotted us yet. We'll do this, and now they will spot us, and we will attack. Ooh, we're not doing too good here. There we go, that takes care of them nice and neat like. Back to inventory, so we will pick up that dagger. We will pick up that rock. We will pick up this dagger. We will pick up the rations. We will pick up the rock. Well, we'll pick up the the dagger first then. And good. We will move that there. So good. We have our secondary. We have our offhand weapons all filled out. Good. So actually, I could probably switch that and take that out and let Hannock throw some stuff too, but we'll leave him as is for now. So that is everything there. More rations to pick up. Actually, if I do that, he might actually eat them automatically, so let's do that. There we go. Okay, so doo-doot. Doo-doot, doo-doot. So we are in the uppermost portion of the maze, and we've collected what we need to collect here. No other runes or anything else worthy of note. So what we will do, we will see what we want to do here, because time is approaching for the end of this episode. And we just close the door behind us, so we will move down to this pressure plate, which opens that door. Uh-oh. And we don't have a lever there, right? Okay. No lever there, so what can we do? We can't go through the door. This. Ah. That's how we do it. Of course, we don't want to leave a dagger there, so we will leave a stone there. So what we need to do until, right, is there a lever on the other side? No, there isn't, so we actually do have to leave a stone here. Until we're done exploring this area. So we are heading further south. We're going through the door, so there should be, there's another rock which we can, yay! Yay for Hannock. Which we can do here. We can go there and give her her rock back. So is there anything else? Drainage gate reveals nothing either. So we will go there. So we should have a button. Yes, we have a button on this door, which takes us to the southernmost quarter on the right-hand side. And there should actually be, if we go this way, we are facing west, right? Yep. We have our smelly drain pipe, which reveals nothing. Another one, of course. So if we go up this way... Variable placement wall. Oh, that looks a little different. Notice. So there we have our lever, which affects our variable placement walls. We will not yet click that because we're going to wrap things up here and save ourselves in the maze. So what we are going to do, we are going to head back east to that eastmost cross quarter. And there is a... We will press that one, and we are under attack. Alrighty. Oh, I see. Okay, so he pulls from there. So what we need to do is this then. That's what we need to do. Thought something was strange. So this has to go there, that can go there. So what we can do now, since I think we have more, he's not going to be able to attack with that. We should be able to use daggers, I think. Doot, doot, doot. So we do have some ranged attacks now. Okay, and we have to go get that dagger he threw and missed with. So we are now in the cross quarter. There is a hole in the ceiling. Unfortunately, we can't look up. But that is the drainage hole that actually I think water flows through. If you take in the lore. Oh, that dagger's gone. So dart. Who wants a dart? Who shall throw a dart? I think Osiria shall take the dart. So she will throw a dart. We will go over here. We will give him that. There we go. And he will eventually get the rock. Once we head back. Okay, so we've got that. So that is everything here. So we will head back. So we could either go down that way, but what we're going to do, we're going to do some backtracking here. Is what we're going. What I'm going to do. Since we've already explored that, we've explored this area. We've explored this area. We have not explored this area, so I could either come down this way, or I can go here. Actually, I could probably take the shortcut and go that way. But we're going to take the long way back, I think. So we're going to go pick up our rock, which we left there, as you can see there. We're going to sneak this way, sneak this way, sneak this way. And we're going to come down and probably rest ourselves right here and pick that up in the next episode we do part 2 in. It's not going to be the episode immediately after this. I believe I'm probably going to do at least start our a SimCity series in the next episode. And with SimCity, I hope to be able, we're going to start with SimCity Classic, and I hope if all works out well, be able to port the city we build in SimCity Classic to SimCity 2000, then eventually SimCity 3000. I don't recall if you could port cities from 3000 to SimCity 4, but if we can, we will actually do that, and we'll just keep, well, I'll actually end with 4, because that's where the series sort of ends before, of course, EA and Maxis ruined everything with SimCity Societies and SimCity the Reboot 5, but that's all for a discussion of Awesome Sauce, I think, which we already did, of course. Awesome Sauce number 1 did touch on SimCity. But anyway, this is where we're going to end up. So without further ado, we're going to be marching along. We'll pick up our rock. We'll throw that there. So everybody's got their offhands filled. So we're there. So door opens, door closes. This way we need to go. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doo. Sure I'm following right. There's our drainage. Go this way, go this way. The door is open still. We can actually close that door if we want to. And then we are going to go down zigzag quarter here. We are facing west now down the long quarter. Should be right. Drainage ditch. Door which we cannot open from this side, so we are going to go here. Should be a drainage pipe. There it is up on the left. Oh, and we have ugly critters. Okay, you got that. There's another ugly critter. Now they shouldn't be able to go behind us now. Okay. That takes care of that. Reveals nothing, of course. No loot pickup. And we are in our big room here. Search the walls just in case there's anything of interest. There is not. And now, of course, we're facing east. I might end up confusing myself. Well, I got the directions anyway. So what we will do, number 3, scrolls. We will go get our scrolls. Actually, ooh, kobolds. You missed, you bums. Got him. Alright, there we go, finally. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Click that, so we will pick that up. Kaboop. Pick that up. Kaboop. Pick that up. Kaboop. Okay, so boop. We can't back up any further, right? Nothing that way, nothing that way. Okay, so that was all our weaponry. So there, we have scrolls, and there we will camp. We will rest our party. Yes, we will heal up. Check to see how we are on rations. Not quite hungry yet. Good, good, we're all good. Okay, we will pick up the scrolls there. We'll leave the scrolls there to remind me where we're at when we come back to this series of Eye of the Beholder. Thank you for watching. We will finish in the next episode. We cover Eye of the Beholder. We will finish up, of course, level 1, and we hopefully will also be able to finish up level 2. Hopefully, with at least the Wizardry and the Eye Beholder series that we're doing for It's All in the Wrist, want to try to do complete, so to speak, one level of the relevant mazes for each game in each episode. So for when we come back to when we rotate back to Wizardry, we're actually going to finish up level 1, since we didn't do too much in level 1. There is mostly introductory stuff, all that fun stuff. So we'll go back, we'll finish level 1 for our next episode of Wizardry, and here of course we will finish level 1 very quickly, and then go through level 2 and hopefully finish that in the next hour we do for All in the Beholder. Thank you for watching. We hope you are entertained. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel to stay on top of all the good stuff we bring you. Like I said, Awesome Sauce is our commentary on various things gaming related. Cat-assing with Poop Socks is It's All in the Wrist for our MMOs. We are playing, we're going to debut our new series of Cat-assing with Poop Socks. We're going to focus more on just various MMOs that are out there now, of course free to play, because we're cheap. And it makes it easier to be able to jump in and just show what these games are about. You can learn with me, which is sort of something I'm excited about with the Cat-assing Poop Socks. We're just going to pick an MMO I've never played before. We're going to hop in and see what it's like. And if we like it, hopefully you like it and are interested in playing with it. And if not, then we know to avoid that particular one. But until next time, again, thank you for watching. Be sure to, as I said, like and subscribe. Check out our Twitch channel as well. There will be a link to the description. Check out our RMG gaming page. Again, a link in the description to this video to stay on top of all of our latest gaming and live streaming goodness. Until next time, ba ba boop. I will see you in one of these games. Ciao for now.